Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you guys had an amazing Memorial Day weekend. I know I did. It was nice having that long break, wasn't it? This week we're going to be doing 2 days of spiral review, going over some division and math concepts that were previously taught. And then next week on Monday, we're going to start a brand new topic, topic 13, which involves patterns with numbers. And I think you're going to really enjoy that. It's a short topic, but you're going to love it. Today's math assignment is unique in that it's differentiated. That means that you're going to get to choose whether you want to complete an easier task, which is based on fourth grade math standards, which would be long division that we've already learned how to do in fourth grade. Or if you want to challenge yourself, you can pick a fifth grade math worksheet, which involves doing long division as well, but with a 2-digit divisor. So after watching this video, you can kind of get a better sense for which one you would like to try. When you're done watching the video, here's what you're going to need to do. The first thing is that you're going to decide whether you're going to complete the fourth grade long division worksheet with a 1-digit divisor like we learned this year in school, or the fifth grade long division worksheet, which would involve 2-digit divisors. You haven't learned it yet, but you will in fifth grade. In fact, it's heavily focused on in fifth grade. So if you're up for the challenge, it would be a great thing to do because it's going to really prepare you for what you're going to see next year in math. After you're done making the decision, you're going to watch these math antics videos, and you only have to watch one. It just depends which activity you choose. If you decide to go with the challenge, you're going to want to watch this math antics video with 2-digit divisors. If you're going to stick with just the straight up fourth grade long division, then you can watch this one. It'll just give you a nice overview, a little refresher of long division. After you're done watching the video, you are going to complete one of the worksheets. Either, I'm going to show you them down here, this one is the fourth grade one, and this one is the fifth grade. And if you have a printer, it would be a lot easier if you could just print it out and complete it that way. If you do not have a printer, no worries, just copy. There's only 9 problems on both worksheets, so copy down the 9 problems and then solve. You must show all of your work. I want to see your math thinking. Check your work using the answer key. So it'll print out from your computer if you do print it. This is the first page, and then it'll print out that the second page is the answer key. And I want to just show you the answer key is represented with using the remainder as a fraction. So I would like for you to do that as well. And I'm going to show you some examples in a few minutes. This video is going to be short and sweet today. When you're all done with your division worksheet, whichever one you choose, you're going to snap a picture of your completed work and then insert it into a Google Doc and attach it to this assignment. And if you're not sure how to take a picture, it's really easy. I even have the directions located on the photo proof document as well. I'm just going to pull it up. You do not have to insert your picture on this document. If you can figure out another way to do it, go for it. But here's what you do. You go to insert, right? Then you go to image. And once you see image, if you go scroll all the way down, you're going to see camera. You click camera. You're going to hold up your completed work to the camera. Okay. Hit, yep, I know this is not easy, but just show me so I can see all the problems, all your work. Press the button. And then you can hit insert. This is my picture. I'm going to hit insert. And it's going to probably go in the wrong spot. Yeah, I'd want to move that down, but I would move it down. Come on, move down to here. And there would be my picture. And so then I know I can see that you did the work. All right, I'm going to erase that for now. And I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, so let's take a look at the kind of problems from both worksheets, and then that will give you a better idea of which one you choose to do today. So we're first going to start off looking at this one. This is just a fourth grade long division worksheet. You'll notice we have our divisor, our dividend, and then our quotient would be at the top. So, can an 8 go into a 2? right? No. So let's put a little X. I like to hold that place value spot doing that. Can 8 go into 27? Well, yeah. 8 times what is going to get us as close to 27 as possible without going over? All right, let's see. Well, 8 times 4 is 32. That's too high. 8 times 3. Oh, 8 times 3 is 24. Oh, I think that's it. So I'm going to put a nice 3. I'm going to make sure it's right over that 7. 8 times 3 is 24. Now I'm going to subtract 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's a 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. I don't need to write that. I'm going to bring down my 9. So now I have 39. 8 times what is close to 39 without going over as I can possibly get? Well, 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 would be 40. That's too high. So I'm going to go with 8 times 4. Put a 4 directly over my 9. Remember, in long division, keeping your work nice and straight and neat is the ultimate challenge. 8 times 4 is 32. Subtract 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 7. 3 minus 3 is 0. Oop, and I have a 4. And I'm going to bring that down. Now I have 74. 8 times what is close to 74? And I'm going to say 9 because I know 8 times 9 is 72. So when I subtract, I have 2. Now, normally we would put a R as a remainder and then remainder 2. But I want you, because you're in 4th grade now and you are going into 5th grade very, very soon. And in 5th grade, you're going to be expected to write the remainder as a fraction or maybe as a decimal, right? So for this worksheet in particular, I would like you to write it as a fraction. And here's how you do that. You take your remainder, that becomes your numerator of your fraction, and your denominator of your fraction is whatever the divisor is. So the 8 is going to come all the way over here, and you do not have to reduce it. So the answer is 349 and 2/8. And then I'm going to take my answer key and I'm going to check it. Did I do it right? Yes. Okay. Another thing that you can do before you even check it with the answer key, if you notice down at the very bottom of your worksheet, I wrote, remember to check your work using inverse operations. So we are doing division. So the inverse of division is multiplication. So how would I check my work using multiplication? Well, I'm going to take my quotient, my answer, and I'm going to multiply it times my divisor, and then I'm going to add on any remainder, and finally, I should get the dividend as my answer. All right, so let's see if I can do that. I'm going to try 349 times 8. Just forget about the remainder for now. 9 times 8 is 72. 8 times 4 is 32. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 8 times 3 is 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, and now I want to add on my remainder of 2. 2 plus 2 is 4, 9, 7, 2. Did I get the same answer? I did, and I like to circle it using a different color. So we have 2,794, and we have 2,794. If this were a test, I would make sure that I checked my work using inverse operations, because then I'm proven. It's almost like a guarantee that you can get 100%. That's why I love division, especially, because you can always check your work and you can know that you got it correct. Okay, we also have the answer key, so you could look there too. All right, so that's an example of 4th grade long division. As a 4th grader, you should be able to know how to do these problems. Now, you may have forgotten. I know it's been a long time, so that's okay. You just go in, watch the Math Antics video. That'll help you. And then just start. There's only 9 problems that you have to do today, so you can do it, okay? And the answer key is attached also. I want to see your work. I would love to be able to see checks as well. If you give me a check in your work, if you do this for every problem, I will be blown away. So super impressed. That will really make me happy. All right, now let's try the 5th grade. So 5th grade long division is the same exact thing as 4th grade long division. The only difference is that we have a 2-digit divisor. So instead of just having an 8 or a 9 or a 3, it's a bigger number, right? Like this one is 90. This one is 30. This one is 93, right? Those are big divisors. So we are going to use these to go into a bigger dividend. And so our quotient is going to be a bit bigger too. The annoying thing about 5th grade long division is that you have to do a lot of side work, a lot of multiplying on the side in order to see what the possible answers could be. And sometimes that takes a lot of time, but other than that, it's the same exact thing. So let's give it a shot. I have a divisor of 90. So I'm going to think to myself, can a 90 go into a 7? Oh, no, that's silly. Can 90 go into 78? Still, that is silly. Can 90 go into 784? How many groups of 90 would fit inside 784? Well, I'm not really sure, but let's try it. One of the tricks that my teacher taught me when I was your age is if you kind of ignore the second digit and think of it as a 9, right? That kind of, and then just look at whatever digits it goes into, so it would be 78. Well, 9 times 8 is 78. So that might be a good place to start with your trying, right? So I'm going to try 90 times 8, and let's see what I get. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 9 is 72. So that's 720. 720 is pretty close to 784, but I don't know. Maybe I should try 9 just for the heck of it. So again, I'm doing this on my paper, but you might have to get a scrap piece of paper to do your trying on. Let's try 90 times 9. 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 9 is 81. Oh, that's going to be a little bit too high, right? So I'm going to go with the 8. I'm going to put an 8 on top of my 4. 90 times 8, I did it right here, is 720. So I'm going to write 720. Now I'm going to subtract. 4 minus nothing is 4. 8 minus 2 is 6. And that would be 0. Bring down my 8. Okay, so now I have 648. Well, 90 times 8 was 720. So maybe it's like 90 times 7. Let's try that. I'm going to do that over here. 90 times 7. 7 times 0 is 0. 9 times 7 is 63. Oh, yeah, I think that's a winner. So I'm going to put a 7 up at the top. 90 times 7, I did it right here, is 630. And I'm going to subtract. I get 18. Bring down my 5. So I have 185. Now I have to think, 90 times what is going to be close to 185? Well, I know that 9 times 2 is 18. So I bet you that might work. Let me try it. 90 times 2. Yeah, that would be 180. So that's pretty good. I'm not going to get any higher. Well, let me just try. I just want to show you. So maybe I think I can get closer. Well, 9 times 3 is 20. So that'd be 270. That'd be way too high. So I'm going to go with 90 times 2. Put my 2 up top. 90 times 2 is 180. Subtract. 5 is my remainder. But remember, I'm not going to write remainder 5. I'm not going to write R5 up at the top. I want to represent my remainder as a fraction. So I'm going to put 5 as my numerator and then 90 as my denominator. So my final answer is 872 and 5/90ths. It sounds a little strange, but it's right. All right, then I can either, if I wanted to, I can check using inverse operations, right? I could multiply 872 times 90. In fact, let me just do it. I'm going to do it over here. 872 times 90. I'm going to use the cliffhanger method. Hang that 0 off the edge. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 7 is 63, plus 1 is 64. 9 times 8 is 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78. And then don't forget about your 5. We need to add on our remainder. So we are going to get, did we get this right? 78,485. And it matches, right? Our answer to our check matches our dividend. And so we know we got it right, which is amazing. Then I can also just double check it on my answer key, and I got it correct. So I know I'm doing the right thing. All right, guys, so that about says it all. You have to now make a decision. Do you want to do the harder math and take a challenge for yourself? Get ready for 5th grade. Or do you feel more comfortable sticking with the 4th grade standard, which is absolutely fine? If there's a little part of you that thinks that you're not really remembering how to do long division, I would recommend that you do the 4th grade division. If you looked at the 4th grade example that I just did and you're like, that's easy, I can do that, then maybe challenge yourself and try the 5th grade one. All right, guys, good luck and have a wonderful day.